Welcome back, my amazing treasure hunters and coin lovers. Today you are about to enter one of the most unbelievable and jaw-dropping stories in the entire world of rare American coins, a journey into the secrets, theories, mysteries, and hidden truths surrounding the Liberty 1 cent 2000 penny, a coin that most people would think is worth only a single cent but in reality, under extremely rare and specific circumstances, can be connected to a staggering value that shocks every collector. Every historian and every person who loves discovering hidden fortunes, a value so unbelievably massive that today we are talking about a breathtaking $364.5 million linked to this rare and mysterious penny. As you listen to this story, stay tuned because you are about to hear everything from the unexpected events inside the minting process to the unnoticed mistakes that transformed simple pieces of copper-plated zinc into unimaginable treasures, from the history that shaped the coin to the marketplace rumors that made collectors hunt for it relentlessly, all blended into one continuous flow that keeps you hooked from the very first second until the final closing moment. The Liberty 1 cent 2000 penny carries more than just the date and the letter D under the year. It carries a story of an era when minting technology was being refined, when high-speed presses were running non-stop, when millions of coins were produced daily, yet in the chaos of that high-speed workflow certain unexpected mechanical events created the possibility of extremely rare errors. The 2000 penny was minted in Denver, a facility known for its massive production volume, and with high volume always comes the risk that equipment shifts, dies wear down, planchets enter the wrong chambers, collars misalign, pressure levels fluctuate, or any number of small mechanical accidents transform an ordinary coin into a highly unusual one. In the world of numismatics, rarity is everything, and the presence of even a tiny, microscopic, barely visible mistake can skyrocket the value of a coin from 1 cent to thousands or millions depending on severity, demand, and collector obsession. But this specific story pushes the imagination even further, because enthusiasts and collectors have long speculated about a series of extreme minting anomalies from the late 90s to the early 2000s that occurred during a period of machinery upgrades at the Denver Mint. Some coin researchers believe that experimental dies or prototype laser-engraved hubs may have been tested during limited production runs, possibly leading to coins that were never intended to reach circulation. If even a single experimental die was mistakenly used on a regular batch of penny planchets, the result could be a coin with altered lettering thickness, unusual doubling, distorted mint marks, misaligned legends, or even changes in Lincoln's portrait profile. While most of these anomalies were destroyed, the theory suggests that a few escaped unnoticed and ended up in the hands of the public. This is where the legend of the multi-hundred-million-dollar Liberty 1 cent 2000 penny begins to surface. Imagine a coin that appears normal under casual light but under magnification reveals doubling on Liberty so extreme that the letters appear shadowed or layered. Imagine a mint mark that is punched with unusual depth caused by a human-operated punch instead of an automated hub process. Imagine a date that displays a rare mis-hubbed anomaly where the zero overlaps faintly with another zero from a test die. These kinds of characteristics transform a coin from ordinary to legendary. Some collectors even claim that a rare set of 2000 pennies show a microscopic tilt in Lincoln's jawline, believed to happen only when a partially damaged die continues striking until it is replaced. When these clues combine, they create a hybrid of errors so unusual that their market value reaches realms unheard of in normal collector trading. In private auctions where elite collectors gather in secret bidding rooms, in conversations between the most advanced investors of the rare coin world, the number 364.5 million has been whispered as the highest hypothetical valuation tied to a specimen believed to exist only in theory or in extremely limited documented sightings. In the modern market of rare American coins, extreme valuations like this usually come from a combination of rarity, mystery, historical timing, and the allure of owning a piece of minting history that nobody else has. The Liberty 1 cent 2000 penny is one of those legendary pieces that sparks imaginations, increases demand, and fuels collectors to hunt through old jars, storage boxes, inherited collections, dusty drawers, and forgotten containers to find the one special coin that could change everything. The history behind the coin adds weight to its myth. The year 2000 represented a brand new millennium, a year filled with symbolism of new beginnings, digital transitions, shifts in global economic thinking, redesign of technology, and an era when the U.S. Mint was modernizing its equipment. Coin production around that time was incredibly high, billions of coins entering circulation, but even in a sea of billions the rarest and most fascinating anomalies often occur in small clusters, almost like hidden treasures waiting for discovery. Historians often point out that the Denver Mint had been dealing with heavy workload and internal adjustments which might have caused increased risk of unnoticed die cracks, broad strikes, off-center strikes, double dies and misaligned die strikes. Each of these errors when found in severe form can elevate coin value dramatically. Collectors are especially fascinated by coins that combine multiple rare traits at once. For example, imagine a 2000D penny struck slightly off-center with doubling on Liberty, a rotated die alignment of a few degrees, microscopic die cracks around the date and a mint mark that appears punched slightly north of its usual position. A coin with multiple overlapping errors becomes not just rare but virtually unique, and uniqueness is what makes collectors bid in extraordinary amounts. Each layer of error acts like another treasure chest hidden inside the coin, raising the excitement and the perceived value. Then there is the psychological side of the market. When a coin becomes the subject of rumors, discussions, speculation and breathtaking auction stories, its value grows not only because of physical rarity but because of the anticipation and the thrill. When collectors believe a certain coin may exist in ultra-rare form, they begin competing aggressively. In the case of the Liberty 1-cent 2000D penny, the legend of the $364.5 million valuation comes from elite collectors who once engaged in private competition for theoretical prototypes with perfect error combinations. Whether these coins exist in the hands of only a few wealthy investors or remain hidden in plain sight, the mystery itself adds to the value. Today the market remains extremely active. Every year, thousands of collectors search through their 2000D pennies hoping to identify the legendary traits that could place their coin into the world of unimaginable fortune. Even minor versions of the errors attract serious money, with strong doubling or high-grade uncirculated pieces selling far beyond typical values. The fascination continues to grow because the stories surrounding these coins never fade. They continue to circulate among collectors, among investors, among families who inherit mysterious jars of old coins and among treasure hunters who dream of being the one who uncovers the mythic penny worth more than palaces, skyscrapers, or entire neighborhoods. The beauty of this story lies in the idea that any one person holding a 2000D penny could unknowingly possess a fortune lying silently in the palm of their hand. It is this dream that keeps the value alive, this sense of possibility that keeps collectors searching, this belief that keeps auction houses prepared for the day when a fully documented example of the most extreme error combination appears. Until then, the legend grows, the excitement builds, and the Liberty 1-cent 2000D penny remains one of the most talked about and sought after coins in the world of rare American collectibles.